Welcome to the Army Football Podcast. This is the Army-Navy edition. Sal Internado here with my co-host Steven Anderson. Steve's played in this game three times. Steve, how many years did you play in this game?
All four, Sal. All four.
All four. My fault. Hey, I mean this is the week. I mean this is the date that the players had circled on the calendar. Army's accomplished, a bowl game for the first time since 2010. Your team that won the Armed Forces Bowl. They're going to play in the Heart of Dallas Bowl on December 27th against North Texas. But I guess I asked the players last week what's more important, getting to a bowl game or this Army Navy game. And every player I spoke to, they said the Army Navy game, Steve.
Well, I think that's a good answer because it's the next game, Sal. Gotta keep your eye on the 50-meter target. It's a bowl game in itself. It's the only game going to be played on TV this weekend. It brings together a unique fan tandem where you have all the Army fans and all the Navy fans, and we always have. I've always got buddies that from me originally being from Maryland. I've got buddies that went to Annapolis, and my wife's best friend, her husband's a naval grad. So every time I hear them say "Beat Navy, go Army," it just doesn't even sound what you're supposed to say. It even sounds strange.
Yeah.
So, I just think everything this game represents and the unique stage it's on and all the fans that just get together from all over the world, literally all over the world, makes this the first real bowl game of the bowl season. So super excited. It's going to be, another festival over here at the Anderson House, inviting everybody over in the Fort Benning area, and we're going to see something done that's never been done before in 14 years.
Yeah, you just talk to the players, and they're just tired of hearing about the streak, and they want it to end. Edgar Poe says, he's tired of hearing, "Is this the year? Is this the year?" This will be my 12th Army Navy game and my 10th on the beat, and I haven't seen an Army win. So you hope as a reporter, you like to write about you get more out of writing about the victories than the defeats, of course. And you look at the matchup on Saturday, Steve. This is a ranked Navy team like they were last year. They're 25th in the nation. They're going to a bowl game like they always do. It seems every year, and it's a beat up Navy team. It's a team that lost their quarterback last week, and he was man. I did a story on him for tomorrow's paper, Steve. Oh my, the numbers he put up this year in his first time starting Willworth are incredible. And to lose that amount of production from their offense, you think Edge Army with the defense that they have. You think that I guess how does Army really guard against overconfidence in this game, considering how much Navy's lost?
Well, I don't think we have any ability to be overconfident. Navy is a dynasty program in the aspect that they're great with the next man up. Coach Ken just does a great job of getting those guys ready. Much respect for that coach. And I think what it comes down to, Ken, is Navy's, I think, first in the nation in penalties against. I don't think they commit. I think they commit the fewest amount of penalties, and I'm willing to bet they're probably top 5 in turnover ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And that amount of discipline, that level of discipline, is what propels this team to be so good each year. And as we've seen throughout the year, when we don't turn the ball over, we control the clock, and we don't kill ourselves with fewer penalties, we're hard to beat, just like Navy is. And I think it's going to come down to the turnover ratio and someone making a big play. As we all know, the Army-Navy game is a lot of runs, as you would expect, and then there's always that one or two big play on pass downs or not really pass downs, but, passes that go the distance for, 40 plus, and we have to minimize the big play.
Yeah, you look at like what Navy will, they'll have a Zach Abey at quarterback in place of Worth, and you look at last year, Army started what was their third string quarterback, basically Chris Carter, a freshman in last year's game, and that game was down to the end. That game was down to the final couple minutes, and Chris was doing a good job of nearly matching what Keenan Reynolds was doing. And you look at the big game Edgar Poe had last year. I mean, he had a breakout game against Navy, and I was talking to him earlier this week just about, hey, just what you were talking about, that big pass play. That's usually a difference maker. That's usually a turning point in these games. And he's just, when his number's called, he just has to, he has to go for it and make those catches because, in Army's offense, Steve, we've seen this year, they're gonna have plenty of opportunities to throw the ball because if they run effectively, Navy's gonna put a lot of guys in the box, and there's gonna be one-on-one opportunities for Poe, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way Coach Chen runs his defense, he's got confidence in his defensive back. So, the big thing to remember is you don't have to do anything more than what you practice. You don't want to let the stage get to these guys and feel like they got to do something more. They got to do something extra. It's stick to the execution, do the thing, do your assignment to the best of your ability, and the plays will hit. And I think Poe realizes that when his number's called, he's going to go up for the ball. He's a big target. He's got some ups, and he's going to make the play. And that's the mentality you want these guys to have, is when their number's called, it's their play to make.
Yeah, I just want to, maybe our listeners, you can key in our listeners, what is it like to play in this game? What is it like to prepare for this game? What is it like to be in the locker room before this game? What is it like, after the game when the alma maters are sung? Can you give a little insight?
I mean, it's unlike any other game all year. You got the Iron Bowl with Alabama and Auburn. You got all these rivalries. You got Michigan, Ohio State. It's just a different feel. I mean, you got the President of the United States. I met George W. Bush before the 2008 game. And he came into the locker room and gave us a pregame speech. And it's those kind of things that just make this game different. I mean, it was just kind of like, the President of the United States is in here talking to us and thanking us for what we do for the football team and for the program, but more so what we do, what the lifestyle we chose after that. And, at the end of the day, yes, we're all brothers. We're all going to serve together. And I think that aspect just kind of brings that whole new level of camaraderie through the entire channels of throughout the game. And, it's just going to be, you're going to walk out in the stadium and it's going to be filled packed. I mean, it's sold out every year. Thousands of fans are playing in my backyard, Baltimore Ravens Stadium, which is incredible. I love that stadium. I'm a diehard Ravens fan. I won my state title in that stadium, so it's just going to be an incredible experience, and really looking forward to seeing an Army win.
Yeah, you look at the ultimate goal. You always, just around the post, you see all the beat Navy signs, of course. But then the ultimate goal is to sing second in this game, right, Steve? And that's something that we've heard from a lot of Army teams in the past, and it's powerful. It's powerful to watch. I've seen the Navy players jump up into the stands with their fellow midshipmen and sing their alma mater. I think far too many times lately. Maybe it's time for Army to finally sing second.
Yeah, sing second. And I guess you're right. I did only play in 3 games. My junior year, I had a torn ACL. I didn't get to play in the game, although I was on the sideline. And I remember how just frustrated and angry I was after that game, seeing how everything played out, and being on the sideline and watching how excited their core was, and watching how excited the players were singing second after we sang our alma mater. And I remember it just being a very, very deep feeling of we need to make this happen sooner than later. So these guys have prepared. These guys have done everything they need to do. It's just going out and executing, holding on to the football and doing your assignment. And I'm expecting we got, a duo at linebacking core that is just incredible. These guys are going to be all over the field making plays, all over the field, and I'm excited to watch Tim and King really get after it on Saturday.
Yeah, their final Army-Navy game, they've said all year long that, they want to leave with a Navy win. They don't want to, they want to set the program up, because how big would a Navy win set this program up for success in the next couple of years, Steve? How big is a Navy win to this program?
It's everything. I mean, you get the monkey off your back, you get the rivalry back at it, where you're going to start going blow for blow, and absolutely, once these guys get a feeling, get the taste of what it's like to beat Navy, they're never going to want to taste defeat again. So, absolutely, it's paramount to the program to propelling it forward and really getting this rivalry back after it like it has been for all those years before.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can put together, if you beat Navy, if Army beats Navy on Saturday, that ensures a winning season, the first since your senior season in 2010. And then if they get a bowl game win, which is, they're facing North Texas again, and North Texas is a 5-7 team, and Army turned the ball over 7 times against North Texas the first time it played them in a 35-18 loss. So Jeff Monken even said the day that they were announced to play in the Heart of Dallas Bowl, we don't want you lose to a team twice in a year. That's not a mark you want to have. So I'm sure they'll be motivated for that game too. I know, it's been all over social media. Beat Navy first, and you just look at. I always thought that this was going to be the year for Army because Keenan Reynolds graduated, and you look at the quarterback position being so important, and now Navy's down to their third string quarterback. I didn't see that unfolding, but I just thought that Army's talent has pretty much been level with Navy in the last couple of years. Would it play here or play there? I mean, do you think so? Or it seems like they have caught up to Navy on the talent wise.
Yeah, no, I think it's. I mean, the players are so similar. The academies are similar in the way they recruit. So I've never thought we were ever really outgunned. It's just they are just a very disciplined football team. They don't turn the ball over. They don't commit penalties, and they do that week in and week out. And we've been inconsistent at that. And I believe deep down that if we do not turn the ball over, we win the turnover battle, and we can minimize the big play, I don't have any doubt in my mind that there's going to be an Army victory on Saturday.
Yep.
The biggest thing going into this game, when you have two teams that play similar, is not allowing all the outside factors to come into play. You just stick to your assignment, stick to your execution, and not allow any of the outside factors to play a role in this game.
Yeah, I was emailing somebody back and forth today, and they asked me what my prediction for the game is and a score, and I'm like, I haven't really thought. I've been writing a couple stories. I haven't really thought about a score much, but I think that just part of me thinks that this game could come down to a special teams play, and that's not something that Army's been too sharp with this year. And another part of me is saying, hey, Army maybe needs to grab this game, hold the game's momentum early, and not let it come down to a kick or any kind of late play. Just kind of get off to a strong start. So I expected a very competitive, almost like last year. I see this game almost unfolding.
Well, and you got to look at what kind of year we've had now, Sal. We got a Cavs victory in June. We got a Cubs victory in October. This is the year that ends all streaks. I think at one point, President-elect Trump was favored 1.7% of winning the presidential election. So I think this is the year that streaks end, and it would just be a good fit for the December of 2016 to end one more streak and make this just solidify and validate everything that we've seen this year, with the ending of certain streaks in program. I mean, shoot, even Europe, the Brexit exit was happened this year. So I think everything's in line for the Army victory on Saturday. Someone asked me the other day what I thought. I said we're going to win by 10 points.
Huh. Yeah. What do you think about Trump being at the game on Saturday?
I think it's exactly where I expect him to be, knowing just what kind of personality Trump has. I totally could have foresee that. If someone would ask me if I thought Trump was coming to the game, I'd be like, yeah, he probably will go. It's the year of the ring, Sal. I told you back in August when we first started this thing. It's the year of the ring, and it's been good so far. So let's keep this going and end this season, as far as the regular season, with the year of the ring.
There you go. We'll wrap this edition of the podcast up. Maybe we'll come back for a bowl edition later this month. But Steve, thanks for your time, and we'll look forward to your comments after after an Army win, right?
Oh yeah, definitely going to be a big comment. Big comments out of me with an Army win. You might not be able to keep me quiet on this podcast next time, Sal.
Gotcha. We'll wrap it up here. Thanks for joining us, and Steve, thanks again for coming on.
Absolutely. Go Army, beat Navy.